Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Pillars of Eternity. So, the campaign is drawing to a climax. I don't know whether it's the last climax or not, but we have achieved the blessings of the gods, although we promised ourselves to none of them. And we are now exploring Burial Isle, looking for the pit that will lead us to our destiny. Exceptional wand and a diamond. What are you using a fine wand. So let's upgrade that to an exceptional wand. Let's use that diamond and enchant this with +2 dexterity. Crush proofed. Swap that out like that. There we go. Agent discovered Grotto of Echoes.
Would they be the soul?
Doing himself any favors by teleporting into the middle of me. What is that? Is that? Oh, I think that's a soul. Yeah. I have to collect all of these before I go down.
Would they be the
That's it!
good?
It's no use. I need something stronger.
Hey.
I think this was that city. This was that city where she was betrayed and killed. I think these will stack, yeah.
Hey.
Burial grounds, grotto of Echoes. Last blade of the White Forge. Exceptional speed.
soul.
That's it!
Ah, God.
Our number is diminishing!
Useless.
Unfortunate, but ultimately irrelevant.
Hey.
Except that it does make it more likely I'll have to camp.
No use. I need something stronger.
Oh? Where?
Wait until it expires.
Huh?
Oh, this is interesting. The scripted event there. Springberries takes me all the way back to the very first scene when I went off looking for them. More souls.
Word a beard done soul.
Alright.
Spot on.
Confused for 1.2 seconds.
No use. I need something stronger.
Okay.
Of course.
Grounds.
Word a beard done soul.
So many.
That's not it.
Attacking these things with frost damage seems poor.
All right then. Leave it to me!
Were they beard done some?
Easy enough. Necklace of +3 might. Oh, I still have another diamond, huh? Somebody probably wants this. I think it's you, actually. Do you have a light bonus? No. You already have +3 might. You have +2 from your armor. You don't, but you don't really need it. You have +3 already as well. It just leaves you. I'd rather give you the intellect bonus. Alright. What is this crush-proofed? Crush-proofed. Alright, so what attribute should I have you improve? Probably your dex. Yeah, I'm thinking your dex. You can do your con, but I don't think you really need it. You already have +2 dex. Okay, never mind. I could do perception. Well, you're getting +1. Yeah. Dexterity, might, perception, I guess constitution. The only other one would be resolve or intellect, and I don't want either of those. Alright, so let's enchant this with constitution. Constitution 2, and we can do, well, we can't do crush proofed. Really? We're out of Drake wings? Oh well. Or worm wings, I should say, when we get another one. We'll throw it in there. Exceptional battle axe, war paint. More souls.
Birthday beard dance.
shining beacon just wrecks these guys.
Eh? Damn, missed.
Good day be the sun.
Hey.
Oh, interesting. We could have just gone straight up here. Oh, she's almost dead. That's not good. Oh, no, I guess we couldn't have. Well, let's see if we can clear out this area. Topaz. Plus 2 lore, plus 1 perception, plus 1 resolve, plus 1 dexterity. I don't think anybody wants that. More souls. Oh, this is the pit. This is the pit. Alright, well, before I go down there, wall of the fallen observable blocks the way ahead. Pull the rubber loose with Efferol. Leaving dirt until the solid program rolls free with a heavy groan. Other slides chance to break away. The massive pile keeps someone goes finally harmless away from you down the passage. Light breaks into the tunnel up ahead, growing bright as you continue. Soon the passage ends, opening up on the shores of Burial Isle. Yeah. So we could go from there to there. If we'd gone up, we might have had a harder time. I'm going to go back and rest in the inn again, so I can keep the inn bonus and still rest, which I need to do. And then I'll go up and jump in the pit. Realize I'm wasting a little bit of time, but that inn bonus is really good. I have a feeling I'm going to need all the help I can get after I jump down into this pit. Completed the chapel. Constitution and athletics. Stealth. Might. Mechanics. I'm going to do this one.
Good day, stranger.
Alright. So, let's go jump down a pit. Oh, these people want to talk to me. I'll go back to the island and then do it. I should go this way. Really faster. Alright, so we're back. We've rested. Let's see what Aelioth has to say
If
here.
those Delumgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
Just means we've got to focus on finding Theos.
Yes, focus on the goal. A sensible perspective, particularly in the midst of such uncertainty. And while I hate to turn the subject back to myself, this all has me thinking about Isilmir. I'm stuck with her now.
It's time you dealt with this, Aelioth.
I know.
Your whole life you've been taking orders. If you can't assert your authority over her, you'll never have it anywhere else.
It's hard to be comfortable in your own skin when you're sharing it with someone else.
Even as he says it, something struggles within him. The muscles of his face twitch and his skin quivers. His eyes roll back in his skull, exposing slivers of white. Sweat beads and glistens on his forehead. After several seconds, he sighs and looks back at you. That wasn't as difficult as I expected. I think deep down I'd always hoped to find a solution elsewhere. When I was a child, I thought my mother would come home with some mysterious cure, that my father, without knowing it, could somehow send her away just as he called her forth. I can't pretend I didn't spend years of my arcane training hoping that one of my instructors would have the answer in me somewhere in his grimoire. When I joined the Leaden Key, I hoped and believed that, with enough loyal service, I'd gain the ear of someone in the organization who would help me. Even when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped that you might be able to reach into my soul the way I've seen you do with so many others. I'm looking for someone else to solve my problems, and now I realize I've got to face it on my own. That's how it's supposed to be. You search for answers elsewhere and find them in yourself.
That's a charming way to think of things. And not an unpleasant one, either. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
They did tell us to pray to the gods, so that can't be entirely true.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that were somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
I'm sure we'd find our way.
I hope you're right.
Alright, what do you have to say, Eder?
Hey, say what you want about Dear Woodens. They haven't met the problem yet that they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
Fight for people because you see something there that deserves defending, even more so because someone you trust sees it too. Then you turn around and they do something like this, and the purge you made and want to help them is gone. You weren't really fighting for all of them, though. Just the ones I like, then? Maybe. Be nice if you got to choose. Tell the lowlifes that if you die, it wouldn't be for their sorry hides. Never thought I'd find myself missing the hospitality back home. Alright.
Another turn, Inquisitor.
They have signaled some unseen attendant standing beside a large crank.
I ask again, Jovara Exensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused?
He waits, but Evora only stares straight ahead, her face stony, the creak of her restraints the only sound.
Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Another turn.
No! Wait! I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
Theo shakes his head and points at the Inquisitor, and the scraping grind of rusted gears echoes in your mind as the apparitions fade away.
You get to the bottom, holler up here. Let me know if it's safe.
Alright.
Hey,
The great hit lies in the statue of Wartica. No light from the surface reaches the bottom, but even so, you catch flickers of a ghostly glow in the depths. A wind from the pit buffets you. It isn't cold, but raises goose flesh along your arms. The wind carries a whisper, low and sibilant. As you look into the pit, souls gather around you. They encase you in a cloud of essence that swirls around your body while you consider your next move. Hope the game didn't crash. There we go. You jump, trusting in the promises of the gods and the power of the souls to bear you safely down. The sudden drops takes your breath away, but the souls catch you, encasing you in a shining, thrumming aura. While they slow your descent, you can still feel that you are falling faster than you should. The essence flowing around you is strong but chaotic. You find yourself drifting towards the wall. Take control of the souls to guide yourself to safety. Concentrating, you focus on the essence around you and knit it together into your mind. What was a jumble of souls becomes a single entity, coordinated and purposeful. It steers you safely at the center of the pit. You manage to spread your arms and legs into an X, steadying your position at the rate of your descent. You reach the Court of the Penitents, millennia-old stones safely under your feet. End of Act 3.
After what seems like an eternity, your rapid descent comes to an abrupt end. You remain still for a moment while your heart settles and your eyes adjust, breathing in stale, forgotten air. Before you, a narrow and eroded walkway becomes faintly visible in the dim light, cutting a winding path through a cavern so expansive it seems a world unto itself. In the distance, you can make out the cold gleam of living Adra veins that spike and fork in and out of view from the murky depths beneath. Their glow a faint and fleeting guide along the ancient trail. You look above at the opening you jumped through, now barely a speck of light like some distant star alone in the cosmos and forever out of reach. Your only way lies ahead.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Everyone all right? No shattered knees? Good. Just me, then.
3 level ups. Thinking I'm gonna just take this plus 5 deflection. Oh, you know what I should take is this plus 10 will. Her will defense is terrible. Yeah, I'm just gonna take. Although deflection is really good. Alright, I'll take the deflection. I can always switch the immodal if I need to. Gets her deflection up to 87. Do stealth and survival. Greater lay on hands. Deep faith. That's pretty good. I think that's better than this. Anything else I want from you? I could give you sword and shield, weapon and shield style. Plus 16 deflection, reflex. Deflection also applies to reflex. I think that's probably. It's kind of a toss-up. You don't have two-handed style. Alright, let's do this. And cleric. Seems like you just leveled up. I'm just gonna grab the extra spell slot. Seems like it's been working out for me so far.
All right, then.
Spikes, huh? The pit activates Transcendent Suffering 4. Plus 8 unarmed damage, plus 12 unarmed accuracy. 20 to 26. Alright, I'm officially an idiot.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Level 10 difficulty. Any more? The pillar tugs at your essence. A pulse from the world itself moves through it.
Huh?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Quit.
Looks like we just got one, so whatever.
I shall be discreet.
Good. Permet kong swolias. Curse my aim.
Hey. Of course.
To whispers and shadows.
Right.
This place doesn't look too huge. But it's probably just the first level.
Hey.
Right.
Quit. Up. Permet kong swolias. Baulder Republic.
Interesting. Poorly aimed.
Oh.
Perfect worth from rock.
Spot on.
Precepte Ayek!
Ha, got him. Spot on.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's spice things up a bit, shall we?
Yeah.
Ha, got him.
What do you have? Breath. 1 per encounter. Knockdown. 2 per encounter.
Hi?
Yeah. Ha, got him. Ha, got him.
This guy's been prone for like ever.
Ha, got him. Ha, got him.
Hey. Of course.
Alright, that was fun.
Nice and slow. Yeah.
Looks like we did it all for the contents of this chest. And
Found something.
this thing, if there's anything there. Daybreak, Morning Star. It's a superb morning star. Interesting. Another one of those. 2 more diamonds. Potion of major regeneration. Morning Star. I think you're the Morning Star person. I'll give it to you anyway. I'm not going to equip it at the moment, but it is cool to have found a superb item. Anything up there? Doesn't appear so.
Hey.
Soul Guardian Pillars.
Right.
I'm ready. Ark. Border Republics! Curse my aim. No use. I need some
healing him. Thank you. What's the matter with you while you're stunned?
Hey.
I'm just getting continually stun locked. You are. That's very annoying.
Que? Permet kong swolias.
Hey.
Yeah.
Those 3 mechanics for 120 seconds. That's the second one that I have of that. It's good to know that I have that. Plus 3 mechanics could be useful.
Hey.
Yes.
How may I help?
Oh?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I shall.
Okay.
I'm ready. Ah. Border Republics!
This is going to be quite a fight. Let's go ahead and get some spells up. Just pounded on my monk until she went down.
I shall.
Hey.
Time to see and not be seen.
Alright, let's explore over here. More money, which I'm not really sure I'll ever be able to use.
Found something.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tell me. Permet kong swolias. I'm ready.
Let's try one of these.
How may I help?
And alright, this may hang the cloud is should we do it again?
God, try something else.
I don't really think we can do it very hard.
Got it.
That's it. Yeah.
Try something else.
That's hilarious. Alright, I gotta try something here. If I summon these guys, will that dispel my one? They will. Okay.
That's it.
These guys it might be better at just raw damage though.
Huh?
Something to consider. The Drake is definitely a better tank though.
All right then.
I shall be discreet.
Right.
Another chest.
I'll get it open.
Exceptional hide armor? That's it? I'm disappointed.
Huh?
Que? Vi arches vox converan.
Someday I'm gonna have to figure out, learn, and go look up what that means.
Que? Spot on. Got it.
With heal.
Not quite.
Were they beard done sorrow?
Hey,
Easy enough.
Shh.
Another prison. Usually these are surrounded by spirits. A column of Audra rises above you, stoic and silent. Its ridge layer is a measuring stick for the passing of ages, and feels to you as a thick block of ice, and you perceive buried deep in its core a dim, flickering flame, all but extinguished, yet preserved against the ravages of the elements. As you approach, the flame seems to steady and draw strength, and the layers separating it from you melt away, and you are bathed in its glow, a bright beacon in the gloom. The glow seems to fade, as though you had adjusted it to its intensity, and where it was, Iovara seeps into existence, an iodolic shade hovering above the moist prison floor. Though ageless, she appears somehow different to you now, a slight stoop to her carriage, perhaps, or a trace of sunkenness in her eyes. There's a broad scar across her face, fibrous and wormy, where flames once lapped, unhealed even in death.
Hello, old friend. The ages have been kind to you, I hope. You are so different now from who you were then, yet much remains the same. Old troubles with a new face. What is it that has brought you here?
It would seem that I have unfinished business here.
I'd hoped after our last discussion you would find what you sought. Has it eluded you all this time? I can only guess your presence here has something to do with Theos. The energy of this place changes when he is near. I don't know what he has done, but I do know of the souls that pass through here now. They do not come by choice.
Theos has diverted them from the cycle. He seeks to empower Wotica, and to blame Animancy for the damage he's caused.
After all this time, he would still stand against the tide.
You knew me when Theos did. There's something I need to know about that time.
I will tell you what I remember.
There's something about that lifetime my soul can't let go of. I need to know what it is, and I'm running out of time. I see moments from that life, of you, of the Inquisition, of Theos.
I can see his influence, still hanging like a weight about your neck. So it always was. He had inspired something in you. We spoke of him the last time you were here also.
What? The last time I was here?
It was just after the trial. You were agitated. I think because you started to consider that what I was teaching may have been true.
And what was that? Iovara's mouth tightens and her brow furrows, a look of pity. Her eyes shift back and forth between each of yours as if looking for something that would help her decide whether to speak.
That the gods aren't real.
Pelaginia throws her head back and laughs gleefully. Ha ha ha, of course not. It all makes sense now.
I'd dreaded the idea from the moment the Delimgon suggested it. And yet, it almost feels like a relief. She's not serious.
What I taught was that the gods whose faith we had been spreading were not gods at all, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Who created these gods then, and for what?
They were conceived by Engwyth, a society of high minds and broad concerns. Theos' people. In their time, every people worshipped its own gods. Sometimes they warred over it. After a few wars of their own, the Engwythans sought an end to it. They devoted all their energy to finding the true creators. Generation after generation, they prodded and worked the stitching of the world and unlocked its secrets. One day, they found an answer. Except the answer was no answer at all. There were no gods to be found. Or if there ever were, they were gone. It shook them, this finding. If they could discover this on their own, how long until others would? How long before war and chaos reigned over a world without consequence? But they had mastered many things in their pursuit of these answers. And with their mastery, they crafted their own gods to fill the void, and sent missionaries to the corners of the world to spread their faith.
This is why you just started your own faith?
I never thought of it as faith, but I think you are right to call it that. Let the world see. Let them decide what to do. That was my faith. I became a missionary because the gods brought me hope that I wanted to bring to others. For a time, the truth sent me to a dark place. Then the day came when I realized nothing had changed, that I still had a purpose, and the purpose was the same and it was worth living for. I began questioning the other missionaries in public, exposing their parlor tricks. In time, their following became mine.
How did you discover this?
The Engwythan missionaries all knew it, but they never told the rest of us. They meant it to be a secret that died with them. And in the end, they allowed their bloodlines to fade from memory. I had been assigned to join a few of them at a temple. I found the door to their chambers closed, but the room was stone and the door thin. Their voices carried. I heard enough. I investigated the things they spoke of, and everything was there, just as they said it'd be.
Later on, after I left the Order, a few Engwythians found my words persuasive and joined my cause. They revealed what I did not already know. Is it true, then?
You asked me this once before. Nothing I can say would be any proof, and it may be certainty your soul craves. Resolution. But if you are bound for the same place Theos directs these souls, you will see for yourself, as you once did. Everyone faces this truth at one time or another. Few confront it. Few have the stomach to ask what if. And in avoiding the question, they deny themselves an identity of their own.
Iovara scans her audience in silence, her eyes thoughtful, lingering on each member of your company in turn, finding interest in things unseen.
What if all the tragedy, all the persecution, came in defense of an imposter?
That's not... That can't be right. Aethys, he's done miracles for people.
The power of the gods is undeniable. The truth of the story they weave is not. What if you had always been alone, without guidance?
Well, as poorly as I've chosen my guides, I suppose it would be a comfort to know that I'm free of them.
The freedom has always been. It was the guidance that was the illusion. What if even mastery over all things cannot answer the most basic of questions?
I stopped asking those questions long ago. It is enough to care for those we love with the time we have in this life. What if we can be assured of nothing? I don't like any of these. Yeah, I really don't like any of these responses. I'll go with number 4. It's the least bad. Then it is the questions that have always posed more value than their answers.
Isn't that what brought us here? Seeking the man who's haunted you for lifetimes? Who I've unwittingly followed for years?
A question is a journey, and a journey is what makes us who we are, it's true. But when one journey leads only to the next, then where may one find rest? I ask these things not to trouble you, but to show why they must be confronted. No answer is simple, but somewhere between them all lies a truth so beautiful, not even a god could conceive it. Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it?
Honestly, I really don't think it makes much difference.
I often wonder that myself. Things had gone differently if the world had taken my faith instead of the Anguithin's faith. Would it truly be what I had envisioned? I've been alone here with my thoughts for so long now. I've found peace with my failures and with my punishment. I no longer curse fate for what might have been. But there is one thing that has clawed and scraped at my mind all these years. One thing that will not be put to rest until I know. Until I understand. I need to know why you chose to remain with the Inquisition, even after you'd learned the truth. Do you remember?
So, why did I betray her? Why did I betray her? Was it to settle a personal score? Was it to attain glory? Was it out of fear? This is the only one I think I could say and still live with myself.
I never wanted that. I had hoped that what I taught would replace your beliefs with something that made you stronger. For many it did, but not all, it seems.
If that is the conclusion that people reach once they know everything, then my purpose has been a mistake. Did my opinion matter that much to you?
I may not have loved you in the same way you loved me, but I loved you all the same. You had heard both sides, seen everything. If not you, then who?
Yeah, I see your point. If you couldn't convince me, then really, what hope did you have of convincing everyone?
I'm aware of the folly of trying to learn so much from so little. I've had time to consider that in all its facets. But in the end, it was all I had. Even knowing what you've told me, some part of me knows it doesn't truly answer what I wished to know, nor will an eternity of silent contemplation. I will have only my guesses and suspicions, and that will have to do. And what of your understanding of our past? Are you at ease with the choice you made?
I see the world differently now than I once did. I regret what I did to you, and I wish your forgiveness.
You have always had my forgiveness, no matter your reason. There are circumstances behind that reason we all share. Knowing that, it is difficult to hold spite in one's heart. At first I thought this might be the source of your soul's anguish, but now I see I was mistaken. You are not divided on this matter. You have put it behind you. It is with Theos that your agony lies, in sun and shadow. Your questions are not for me, but for him. And it may be that only an answer from the mouth of Theos himself will satisfy your needs. Yet if there is anything I can tell you that would be of use, ask and you shall know.
Are you bound here forever?
In a matter of speaking. This is Braeth Yamen, the court of the penitents. Souls are confined here until they repent. They must beg the forgiveness of a god, pledge their soul to them, and they will be lifted from this place to the world above. In truth, they receive leniency, but not true mercy. The spite of Whitaker is eternal. They linger above, at the side of the old court, and are not permitted to leave the island, forever severed from the cycle. This prison was full once in the days of the Inquisition, but time weathers all things, even will. I'm the only tenant who remains. Yet, I feel their presence strongly now, as it was in the beginning. You have brought many of them here. They cry out for the judgment of Theos. You have struck some bargain with the gods, then.
The other gods aid me because they want Theos destroyed. I owe them no debt.
They aid you because they would bend you to their own purposes. Engwith built gods from ideals, and an ideal on its own is a grotesque and vicious thing. But these souls, these forgiven the gods have bequeathed you like chattel. They were loyal followers in life. They will be with you to the very end.
This place, Sun and Shadow, what is it? I can tell you what I believe, but again, it would be no proof. I have only what I have seen and what others have told me about it. There is only one man who can tell you now, who knows it to a certainty, and you will face him soon enough. I will leave you to see for yourself, make your own judgments. Better for your soul that way, I think. How do you know what I need? How do you know what it is I need from Theos?
I could not say for sure. But you have been to Sun and Shadow before, and it came at a crossroads in your life, when much of what you knew had been upended. I have to believe it will come to you there. Your concerns then were of loyalty and trust and the gods. Everything I told you seemed to send you further into doubt. His words mattered to you when you knew him then. After you and I spoke, you went immediately to seek him out. Perhaps you simply sought confirmation from the man you trusted. If something from that time still troubles you, it may be something he told you then, or refused to tell you. He keeps secrets better than any in this world.
Why has he done all of this?
He cares only for the secret he keeps locked away. He destroys anyone who might discover it, no matter their chances. That's why he's always favored Woodica. It isn't in her love of promises or justice. It's her disregard for the rules. Her willingness to do what is necessary. To Theos, she's not a deity, but an ally with which to conspire. When her power waxes, she does as she pleases with this realm, as well as hers. And she wants that secret guarded as much as he. If Theos succeeds, there will be a shift in the balance of power among the gods. Woodica was vanquished once, when the other gods decided she had gone too far, and her power diminished. With this infusion, there is no telling what she will do. The only certainty is that there will be chaos in their realm, as well as ours.
How can I get Theos to tell me what I need to know?
You will not find a more resolute being on all of Eora. There is no offer you could make, nor spell you could cast, nor pain you could inflict that would make him reveal what he hides. But I see you have become a watcher in this life. Perhaps in defeat, when he can no longer defend himself, you might learn something from him. Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, you may never find him again.
This is true, but at the same time, she already knows it. Very well.
Your soul deserves an end to its suffering. I'm sorry I wasn't able to grant it myself. May it come to you swiftly. If ever we should meet again, in this life or any other, I hope to find you at peace.
All right. Well, I think that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking the video. Either way, I hope you all have a terrific day.